Oh, great. Oh my God. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Gosh. Hey, good evening, good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay. Good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Oh, my face looks so shiny. Good evening. My name is my name is Amma Nancy. I go by Amma the CPA. So what we do, we bring you these series of financial literacy, financial education. I'm a personal financial success coach. I go by Amma the CPA because that is certified public accountant. Okay, that's actually the highest level that you can achieve in the field of accountancy. You actually have to have your master's degree or your master's equivalent to even sit to be able to take the exam. Got, rocking my Black Lives Matter shirt today. So good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Facebook, you probably can't see the shirt, but Instagram, you can see the shirt. So welcome to the yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaire. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, but make sure that you guys share the broadcast. You want to share the broadcast with people that are on your timeline, and then you also want to share the broadcast with people that maybe you've had a conversation with about credit. This video was all about credit. So this is the top signs that you have too much credit, the top warning signs. Yesterday we went over the top warning signs of if you are like just in need of financial help, period. Okay. Tonight is top financial warning signs of credit card debt, or top signs that you have too much credit card debt. Again, the same exact thing applies. A lot of times what happens is people end up filing bankruptcy. Like, nobody sets out to file bankruptcy. Nobody sets out to say like, man, I'm about to max out this credit card. I'm about to be in up to my eyeballs in debt. Nobody says that, right? But what ends up happening is that you end up blinking, and next thing you know, you have all this credit card debt and you have to file bankruptcy, or you have all this, student loan mortgages, whatever it is, and you aren't able to make ends meet. But a lot of it comes from credit cards, okay? So that's what we're focusing on tonight, is credit cards. So good evening, millionaires. Go ahead, give us a share. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. Right, again, I said my name is Amma Nancy. I go by Amma the CPA. And also welcome to all my people on YouTube as well, okay? Because the video will be posted on YouTube after it's it's live right now, but then I'll post it afterwards. So good evening, millionaires. But the thing is that with a lot of people, how we don't realize how much debt we have. So these are some warning signs that will help you kind of take into consideration different things where maybe you're like, be able to take a step back and say like, okay, maybe let me make a change. Maybe let me make a couple different changes. So if you're on Facebook, make sure you give us a share. Good evening, millionaire. Why do we call each other millionaire? Because everything happens 3 times, okay? The first time is in your mind. That's why we always say millionaire minded. The second time is on paper. You want to write it down and make it plain, okay? Always have a pen and a pad, right? And the third time is in execution. So I'm personally in my execution phase. So good evening, millionaires. We won't keep you guys here too long. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the top signs that you have too much credit card debt. So give us a number 1 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. Give us a number 1 and a share. Okay, number 1 and a share. You don't know your outstanding balances. Okay, so one of my favorite movies is, and I haven't seen it in a long time, but I absolutely love it. One of my favorite movies is Confessions of a Shopaholic. And it was just so funny, but it was this one scene where obviously she's a shopaholic, and her best friend is like, you know, we gotta go through this, we gotta go through this. And she has all her credit card statements and all her bills. And she's like, I'll grab the bills, you grab the tequila. Right? It's one of my favorite movies of all times, but it's so true, because a lot of times people don't even know how much they owe. They don't even know what they have outstanding, right? You don't even know. So then you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. Swipe, swipe, swipe. You know, that's kind of what I said in my post. It's like, it's so easy for you to swipe your credit card and not realizing how much is really hurting you, okay? Because let's not forget about the interest rates. You know, credit literally makes the world go round, okay? So we just have to be more mindful of that, and I hope that this video can help us understand that. So give us a number 2 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. So put a number 2 in the comments and give us a share. All my millionaires on Facebook, give us a share, right? Good evening, millionaires. So number 2 is you can only afford the minimum payment. Now, a lot of times this is a huge warning sign, because a lot of times what happens is people are like, you know, you may get an email saying that your bill is due. A lot of people don't get too many bills. Like, bills still come in the mail, right? You know, even though I say don't send them. All types of stuff, you know, utility bills and stuff like that. I feel like I'm supposed to be on whatever. It's a whole nother subject. But anyway, stuff comes in the mail as well as in your email. Okay, so if you can only afford the minimum payment, then that means that when you get your bill or when you get that email, you're kind of like, is this due again? Like, okay, I'm going to just send them, like, what do I have to pay? I'm going to send y'all $50. Okay? So now if that's you, then just know that that is a telltale sign if that's something that you can only afford. But if you can afford to pay more than that, but 9 times out of 10, like if you can afford to pay more, then you'll just pay more, right? You'll just pay more. So if that's you and you're like, man, all I can afford to pay right now is the minimum because I don't want them to report it on my credit. I don't want that negative ding and stuff like that. Then that's a telltale sign that you have too much credit card debt. Okay, so if you're just joining us, welcome to the broadcast and welcome to the replay. My name is Amma Nancy. I go by AmmaTheCPA. That stands for Certified Public Accountant. I'm a licensed, registered, certified public accountant from Chicago, Illinois, right? And that's for my certification. Now, it's a nationwide exam, but I took the exam in Illinois, okay? So if you're just joining us, we're going over the top 5 top 5 signs that you know you have too much credit card debt. Okay, so give us a number 3 on Facebook. Give us a number 3 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. And if you are joining us late, or even if you are watching the replay, still please participate in the comments because that helps to circulate the post, right? Each one teach one, we can change the world, okay? So number 3, you have a hard time saving. Now listen, 69% of Americans do not have $1,000 saved in their bank account, okay? They don't have $1,000 saved. And honestly, some people have even less than 1,000. You know, some people have a hard time even saving 500. And I don't know the exact percentage, so I don't want to quote it. But I was reading something the other day, and I'm like, wow, we always talk about $1,000, but it's even a larger percentage that can't even save 500. Okay, so... and that's not to kind of get down on people or anything like that, but it's just the reality. It's like a wake-up call. We want you guys to kind of see if this is you. I know me personally, I feel like if this is you, let's help, you know, let me help you. Let us work together. Watch these videos, see what you can do and stuff like that. But if you have a hard time saving money, you know, you should be able to save money and put it right in your budget to where it's not an issue. You should not be going to work every day and not have $1,000. You should not be going to work every day and not have $5,000, unless, if you're like just started working. But if you've been working for 10 years, you should have $5,000. Okay, so if you have a hard time saving money, it is because it's a telltale sign that you may have too much credit card debt. This is what is the root cause of people living paycheck to paycheck, because we feel like, we are, we really are, we're robbing Peter to pay Paul, we're paying this to pay that, et cetera, et cetera. You don't really have the money to put up. Why? Because you're constantly putting it out. You're constantly putting it out. You're paying bills, et cetera, et cetera. So if that's you, then you want to, you just want to be aware of that and see how you can change your financial situation. Okay, so that was number 3. Welcome to the broadcast, millionaires, right? So give us a number 4. We almost out of here because we only have 5. So give us a number 4 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. Give us a number 4 and a share. Hey, Free Dark. Give us a number 4 and a share. Okay, so number 4 in finding out that you have too much credit card debt possibly is that you have maxed out at least one credit card, okay? You have maxed out at least one credit card. Now, you should not be in a situation where you are maxing out, where you have maxed out your credit cards, okay? Your credit cards are definitely a means for you to be able to purchase things that maybe you can't afford right now, but you should always, at the end of the day, be able to have a payment plan in your mind before you even swipe your card. So it's like, okay, I swipe my card. Okay, this is $300. I'm going to put $150 on this paycheck and $150 on the next paycheck, and then I'm going to have it paid off. But you shouldn't be like, okay, I'm just paying, swiping, and next thing I know, I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'm just paying the minimum every month. Why? Because you're going to end up with massive amounts of credit card debt. And this is why so many of us are living paycheck to paycheck, because we have all this stuff on our credit cards. We don't have a way to pay it off, right? So if this is you and you have maxed out at least one credit card, that is definitely a telltale sign that you have way too much credit card debt. And this is when you should reach out to somebody like me, right? And I can help you. We can kind of sit down and go through your finances together and see what we can come up with as far as a game plan based on your budget of what you can pay off. And then also, any of my amazing millionaires, right, that shared the video, they can help you as well. So reach out to one of us. And 5, and last and definitely not least, number 5, give us a number 5 and a share. So if you're on Facebook, put a number 5 in the comments and share the broadcast. Good evening, millionaires, right? Number 5 is you cannot stop using your credit card. Now, a lot of times what happens is, maybe we start off using our credit card just for little things, and we're like, okay, well, this is only $50, this is only $100. But then when you get to the point where, you have to use your credit card, when you get to the point where you're at the cash register and you're like, man, let me put it on my credit card because I don't know if I got money in my bank account, right, and stuff like that, then that's also a warning sign for that you need more, that you need financial help. So we have all types of, debt elimination systems, debt elimination software, financial wellness plans to help you guys get back on track. So if any of these signs resonate with you, definitely inbox me and we can kind of connect and stuff like that. I see I lost Instagram a little bit. But inbox me and we can see how we can help you guys out and stuff like that. Or of course, any of my amazing millionaires that have shared the video, they can point you in the right direction and get you started, get you help as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. That was the top 5 ways, 5 signs that you have too much credit card debt. So again, my name is Amma Nancy. I go by Amma the CPA. Each one teach one. We can change the world. Feel free to reach out to me at any time. Shoot me an inbox and I'll definitely respond and stuff like that. Also, make sure that you guys check out the free video series that I have at AmmaTheCPA.com, where you can work on increasing your cash flow. It's a free video series that's all about increasing your cash flow. A lot of people feel like, we need to make more money and stuff like that, but it's really just a cash flow issue. So definitely check that out, and make sure you guys join us on Dear Millionaire, the world's first free text message service on personal growth and self-development. If somebody could put in the comments for me, that would be awesome. All you got to do is text the number is 81010. And in the body of the text message, type out @millmind. Okay, millionaires, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Good evening, millionaires. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be awesome. I'm going over how to pick the perfect credit company for you. Okay, so how to pick the perfect credit company for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Each one teach one. You can change the world. I'm Amma the CPA, your favorite CPA's favorite CPA. Good evening, millionaires.